Since 1985, the recently renamed Northeast Indiana Positive Resource Connection has been serving 12 counties in our area. Executive Director Jeff Markley is here to tell us more about what you guys do and what's going on this Saturday.
Sure. Well, we do serve a 12-county area in Northeast Indiana, and we kind of have two programs that we work with. So one is our care coordination, which deals with HIV-positive individuals or those who have AIDS, and the main part of that is linking them to medical care so that they have a chance for a better life and a healthier life. We know that if somebody's HIV positive today and they're linked to care and they're taking their medication, their life expectancy is not that much less than somebody who's not infected. So that's huge for that individual. And then they're also less capable of transmitting the virus to someone else. So the individual wins and the community wins in that. And then our other department or program is really our outreach and prevention. So again, we serve that 12-county area. We provide free HIV testing in all those counties, and we also do educational programs in all of those counties.
Maybe it's because of the success of managing HIV, it feels like there are fewer and fewer cases every year. Is that right? Or it's just some, I don't know.
It's kind of leveled off
some,
but we still have over 400 and some clients on our dockets currently. And we typically, I think already this year we've seen over 20 new cases in our client base. So it still exists, but people don't necessarily see the disease AIDS like we did. So it's great, but it's also part of the challenge because then people don't necessarily recognize their risk or recognize the symptoms when those are occurring.
Who should get tested?
Honestly, anybody that's been sexually active, anybody that's engaged in any kind of drug activity, it's just a good idea to at least get it done at least once, just so that you know your status. We've recently had people in their mid-40s who have been diagnosed with AIDS at the time that they were hospitalized and did not leave the hospital.
Wow.
And that's what was happening in the 80s. So, there were some missteps along the way. Healthcare providers and the individual just didn't recognize those symptoms and correlate it with maybe an HIV or an AIDS diagnosis. So we want to get that message out that early detection and diagnosis is really critical.
So how can we help on Saturday?
Well, Saturday, everybody can help by coming out. We have our AIDS Walk. It's our 21st annual AIDS Walk at Parkview Field. So we're going to be raising awareness that day, and also we're going to be raising critical funds that help us provide the services that we do provide.
So I always have to ask, how long is the actual walk?
It's, as we talked earlier, it's a little bit more of a stroll, so it's only a 1.2 mile walk.
Nice.
So we leave from Parkview Field, we go downtown, and we kind of make a square and come back. So pretty much anybody can do that.
Yeah, and still time to sign up, right?
Absolutely. You can sign up ahead of time. You can register that day at 9 o'clock. We'll have the registration open. You can still make donations online or the day of the walk. Registration's at 9 and the step-off's at 10. You'll probably be home and doing whatever you want to do the rest of the Saturday by 11.
Why'd you guys change names?
Well, for a couple of reasons. When we looked at our client base, most of our clients had HIV but didn't have AIDS.
Right.
So to be AIDS Task Force didn't quite make sense. And then after being around for 30-some years, Task Force wasn't quite an appropriate name anyways. Usually a short-lived entity. 30 years, we're not so short-lived anymore.
Yeah.
So it was time to kind of make ourselves more relevant and get us current.
All right. Weather, rain or shine, are we going on Saturday?
Rain or shine, we're there, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, we hope people will come out regardless.
Well, it's good work, and if you want to be part of this, you still have time to get involved. You can show up literally at 9 o'clock on Saturday morning at Parkview Field and take a nice walk and help the folks fighting AIDS and HIV awareness. We'll be right back on Insight.